Now, I cannot share every single book, but if you go to the links comment below, we'll have a link to the blog post, and there I will share with you information and descriptions and my complete reviews for books that I read throughout the month of January. Every single week on Instagram and Facebook, I do share a book of the week. And I think because we've been reading so many books, we might do that twice a week. I don't know what that's for, right? No, twice. Twice a week we might do that. But either way, any extra information about what we've read will be in the linked comment, and also the description area will have a link to that as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm gonna let the cool kids talk first, and then I'll be back.
Hi, my name is Kyle, and I'm here to talk about a book.
Okay, so the name of this book is what? Do you remember?
Lego Star Wars: A New Hope.
Okay, so what did you like about this book?
Well, they say Princess Alessia. Or is it Alessia?
What about her?
Well, she got captured by Darth Vader.
Okay.
And now they want her to whatchamacallit, write down a note.
Okay. Princess Leia.
Princess Leia, and they want her to write her a note. And he wants her to write a note. Oh, we missed the part.
What's your favorite part about the book?
Well, when they saved her. Okay. Until Obi-Wan got defeated by Darth Vader.
And how old do you think you should be to read this book? At what ages?
6, 5.
Okay, so 5 and 6-year-olds and up, right, baby?
Or 4.
4-year-olds, okay. All right. Anything else you want to share?
And also, did you know that C-3PO and R2-D2 got captured by these creatures called Jawas?
What? Wow, that's interesting. We look forward to hearing about that. All right, then. Thank you. Say bye.
Bye.
Okay.
No.
You're not ready? Say hi. Tell them your name. Oh, stop. Okay, here you go. Say hi and tell them your name.
Hi.
What's your name?
My name is Trinity, and I'm going to tell you about my book.
All right, Princess. So, what is the name of your book? Planes. Dusty Flies High.
Dusty Flies High.
Okay. So, what was your favorite part about this book?
When Dusty won the race.
Okay.
He was broken, but he won the race. And so, because the girl in the story fixed him up.
Uh-huh. Anything else you want to share about the book?
And he flies into a storm.
Into a storm, stop rocking before you fall, okay.
And then
did he win at the end? Did he win at the end?
No.
You sure?
Yes, he did.
He did.
And then.
And the book was over, right?
No.
Is this like the movie?
Yes.
Okay, how old do you think you should be for this book?
2 or 3 or 4
Okay.
or 10.
Oh, that's a good age. Okay, anything else you want to say?
And if you would like this video, please give it a 2 thumbs up.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. All righty, say bye.
Bye. See you in the next video.
Hi, my name is Bear, and I'm here to tell you about this book, Rough versus Fluff. It's a really good book. It's more in the mystery and animal genre, and I'd recommend it for ages 9 and up because it's kind of long. It's about 200 pages, and so it's about these 2 pets. One is a cat, and her name is Queenie. One is a dog. His name is Arthur. So basically, they both tell their story about this murder that has happened in their small town. And so one of the suspects is actually living in their hotel, in the hotel that their owners own. And so now they're trying to figure out who the culprit is and trying to clear their owner's cousin's name.
Okay, in this book, do dogs talk to animals? That's what's really important. Like in the movies, or the people don't talk to them?
Well, the people talk to them. They try to talk back, but it just sounds...
Okay,
to
so
them,
they're
it just sounds like
dogs.
a bark.
Okay, cool. What ages, again, is this for, you think?
9 and
or
up.
grades?
9 and up, or 5th grade and up.
Anything in here people should be cautious about, or
No.
it's good and clean?
Yeah, it just has a little bit of violence, because 1, it's a murder, and then 2, there's a murder, and 2, the suspect has a gun. So.
All right, guys, I'm going to be showing you the pictures for what I have. I only have one actual book with me. Everything else is back at the library, or if it was an audio book, then it's already been returned. But let's go ahead and jump right in with the very first book that I finished January 1, 2020, and that is 100 Bible Verses Everyone Should Know by Heart. And I really, really enjoyed this book. I loved that he included tips for memory verses, tips for memorizing. He basically combated every single excuse that you would have. You know, I can't memorize this because I'm too old or I'm too busy. He had basically a rebuttal for every single reason why you feel like you do not need to be able, or you are no longer able to memorize scripture. And I loved that. And then he provided the 100 verses, and they were broken down also by category, which I appreciated. Some of them, I remember, most of them actually I remember from youth and from doing the old school Bible sword drill. Okay, y'all don't know nothing about that Bible sword drill. Y'all ain't saved. Y'all don't know. So doing the old school Bible sword drill, I remembered a lot of them. But when's the last time I said them, you know? So I really appreciated that. This year I do have a goal to memorize verses, and I have memorized some of the ones from this book. I have a physical copy of this book as well, but I listened to the audio version of it when I was listening to books. All right, the next book that I listened to was I Stand at the Door and Knock, and this is by Corrie ten Boom. You guys know that Corrie ten Boom is my favorite story for the Christian heroes then and now. I love her story. She has her own book called The Hiding Place, but this right here is just some motivational messages that she has from her experiences, and I believe it was from a radio show. She used to do like little radio things, about, you know, a minute or so long. They are all, each and every single one, so powerful, so inspiring, so motivating, and convicting as well. And I really appreciate it. I have listened to this twice since I've owned it, and I will probably listen to it about once a month. I mean, it's so wonderful, and I never can get tired of the messages because it's all needed, you know, even the conviction, especially the conviction, it's needed to help you grow. So I definitely appreciate that. And another one I want to share with you is Goliath Must Fall. I actually just came upon this. It was recommended, and I'm glad that I went ahead and chose to read this book. I'm not going to lie. I thought this was going to be like a male version of, you know, girl, wash your face. You know, girl, wash your hands. All the girl wash books. It was not. This book, it was fulfilling. I would say that. It was convicting. It was eye-opening, and yeah, this right here. Yeah, this book was something else. So I recommend that everybody read this book, or if you can get the audio version, please listen to it. Yeah, it was a very, I mean, just his breakdown of addictions, things you don't even realize you're addicted to. And just, he talked about anger, and he gave this whole list of what you could be angry about and your reactions. And I love that he included personal stories, even embarrassing personal stories, not necessarily embarrassing, but things you'd be like, you know, you wouldn't believe that somebody would share that. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I'm glad that I listened to it, and I don't know anything else I don't even know anything about the author. I just kind of happened upon it, but it became recommended, and I'm glad that I listened to it. It was awesome. Alrighty, and then last but not least, I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I have been sharing with my cool kids. The whole month of December, we read books that I enjoyed in my childhood. And so the first one of the first ones we listened to was Sideways Stories from Wayside School. I read that when I was in junior high, and so Bear is in 6th grade, and I wanted him to hear it, and the stories are okay, so my little ones listen to it as well. They liked that each chapter was a different story instead of it all going together. They really enjoyed it. They did not like the audio version of this book because the guy doesn't do voices. They're really into the theatrical part of audiobooks, but other than that, they listened to me read it, and they were fine with that. So we tried the audio version, and that didn't work, so I read it. You know, I do voices. I am voices, okay? Next thing I shared with them was this one, I Be Yo-Yo. I Be Yo-Yo. I Be Yo-Yo. It's an old book, and I remember this from elementary school. So even though Bear is older, we still all listened to it. We still read it. We performed it. It was awesome. You know, the one thing I love about Abby Yo-Yo is everybody has their own version of how they tell it. Some people sing it fast, people sing it slow. And I just thought that was really sweet. And the last thing I want to share with you guys was my very first Agatha Christie book. I don't know why I've never read an Agatha Christie book. I'm actually reading a Sherlock Holmes book, started that today. So it was suggested that I watch the Murder on the Orient Express movie. And so, you know me, being who I am, I was like, let me see if there's a book. And there was a book. So I got a chance to enjoy that. I'm glad I did. I will be listening to another one. It was my very first Agatha Christie book. I enjoyed it. I love it. And then, I thought I was done, but there's one more. This right here is Harvest of Kindness. This is the Bible study. So it's a book, and it is written by Miss Antracia. And I wanted to share it with you guys. She does a really good job of Bible study. I love this. She has this available on her blog, the Bible study, as well as live videos where she goes over. She answers all the questions. And I really thought that she did a great job on this Bible study. She's doing one. She did one in January for Genesis. I had that as well. And we're finishing up now. But I thought that I would share this with you guys. So again, make sure that you check out everything that we shared, the little ones and me, all the various types of books. So there were so many more. In January, I pretty much read about a book every 2 or 3 days between audio and physical books. I try to read about 7 books a month. And I really like doing that. Last year, my goal was to read 60, and I read 59. So this year, I'm going to read my 60. I really would like to read 100 books, so we'll see. You know, the beginning of the year is kind of light for us, so it's easy for me to read a lot. And then as life happens, it gets harder. But either way, I'm really excited. I look forward to sharing some more with you guys. If you have any questions, comments, you know what to do. Also, make sure you check out TanishaKemp.com so you can see what I am talking about there on the blog. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy reading, and I will see you guys.